Hello, Silent Storm. With a deck profile deck that it's actually really fun is the Genex. So start with the monsters. 2 Genex controller, level 3 tuner, dark. Yep, it's pretty much like the main guy of the deck. So 2 Genex spares. He becomes controller. There's another Genex on the field. But you know you got the synchros that require Genex controller. Pretty good, level 3 tuner. 2 Genex recycled. Really love this card. Essentially, well, it's a level 1 tuner, and what it does is, if you got a Genex in the graveyard, you can select it and it can become that name until the end of the turn. And you know, I like to use the Sheen duplication, get out 2 more, so it's good. 3 Genex Searcher, pretty good card. Pretty much searches a lot of Genex stuff out the deck, but if it's on the field, can't search for itself though, which is kind of a drawback. 3 Genex Worker, what he does is tribute him, special summon a Genex monster from your hand. Works pretty good. Get a Solar, get some powerful out right quick. 3 Genex Undini, what he does is you pitch a water monster from your deck to the graveyard, which would be another Undine, and you add a Genex control to your hand, speeds up the deck. 3 Turbines, what he does is it's 1400 attack, but when it's on the field, offensive Genex monsters gain 400 attack, so you can actually get him out with Searcher, and then he's 1800. It's good. 3 Genex Solar, pretty much the big guy of the deck, 2500. Whenever Genex monster is sent from the field to the graveyard, your opponent takes 500 damage, and if you have a Genex monster on the field, you can summon 1 tribute. Most of the time, I just special summon them out with Worker's Effect. 1 Genex Army, what he does is you tribute a Genex monster to summon him, draw 1 card in the field. Genex Blast Fan, it's pretty much the main material for, you know, Windmill Genex. So what he does is when you special summon, you get to add a Genex monster from your deck to your hand. And 1 Genex Power Plant, when he uses normal summon, you add 1 level 3 Genex effect monster from your deck to your hand. You used to have 2, but it's kind of slow, so just use 1. Onto the spells. 2 double summon. 2 double summon, pretty much get that control to your hand. Summon the monster, double summon, then synchro. 2 machine duplications. Like I said earlier, use Genex Recycled, get out 2 more copies of whatever monster you selected. Really good card. Can actually make you synchro pretty quick, swarm the field, stuff like that. 1 enemy controller comes in handy for the monster defense. Sack 1 of your Genex monsters, get 1 of their monsters. So it's feeling light, 3 turns, stall. No meta cross out, lose and play face downs. Pretty much just all around good card. Dark Hole, pretty much stable. Giant True Nade, yeah, stable. Sends all the back row back to the hand. Machine Assembly Line, it increases the attack of all machine type monsters on your side of the field by 200. Whenever a machine monster is sent to the graveyard, you put 2 counters on it, and then you can send it from the field to the graveyard and special summon a machine from your graveyard. Well, it's the same level as the counters. It's good. Onto the traps. 2 Scrap Iron Scarecrow. Works really good in this deck. You know, negate attack, put it back face down. 2 Rare Metamorphs, gives machine types extra boost, and negates a spell that targets him once. So that effect comes in handy sometimes. 1 Cloning. It's kind of like a personal card in here. You know, just kind of wanted to use it in the deck. So when your opponent summons a monster, you get the special summon the token that has the same attack attribute level as that monster. So It's good for synchro and stuff. Ultimate offering, kind of same with double summon. Pay 500 to get an extra summon. And the last trap, Black Horn of Heaven. Actually, you need some more of him. What it does is when your opponent special summons a monster, negate special summon and destroy the monster. So, it comes to use. And extra deck, pretty much do whatever you want, but of course you want to have one of each of the, Genex synchro monsters. So, yep, that's my Genex deck. So, send me some stuff about it. Hopefully I can make the deck better. Alright, see you.